Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Let's continue with the exercise question now. Okay. So, we have to estimate each of the following using general rule. Okay. And make 10 more such examples of addition, subtraction and estimation of their outcome. Okay. So, let's try and find out the values of these using the general rule. So, basically we have to round these numbers off and then find the approximate value. Okay. So, let's start with the first one. We have got 730 plus 998. Okay. So, rounding them off to the nearest 100. Let's round them off to the nearest 100. Okay. Now, you know that when we have to round off to the nearest 100, if the number is between 1 to 49, we round it off to 0. And if the number is between 51 to 99, we round it off to 100. So, you know that 30 is between 1 to 49, so we will round this off to 0. So, we have got 700 plus, now 99 is between 51 to 99, 98 is between 51 to 99, so we will round this off to 100. So, this becomes 998 rounded off to the nearest 100 will become 1000. So, the answer to this is 1700. Okay. Now, next is 796 minus 314. Okay. So, let's round off to hundreds. Round off to hundreds. Okay. So, again 796 will be rounded off to 800 and 314 will be rounded off to 300. You know the general rule. So, 800 minus 300, the answer is 500. Okay. Moving forward, the next is 12,904 plus 2,888. We have to round off to thousands. So, let's just round this off to thousands. Okay. So, we have got 12,904. So, we know that if the number is between 501 to 999, we round it off to 1000, and if it is between 1 to 499, we round it off to 0. So, 904 is between 501 to 999. So, we are going to round this off to 13,000, and 888 is again between 501 to 999. So, we are going to round this off to 3000. Okay. So, then so what do we get over here? We get 13,000 plus 3,000, we get 16,000. Okay. Now, next is 28,292. So, we have got 28,292 minus 21,496. Minus 21,496. Now, again we have to round this off to 1000. So, round off to 1000. Let's round this off to 1000. So, we have got 28,292. Now, we know that when the number is between 1 to 499, we round it off to 0. So, we will have over here 28,000. And when it is, this is again between 1 to 499. So, we will again round this off to 0. So, this is 21,000. So, 28,000. Okay. This is 28,000 minus 21,000. So, what do we get? We get 7,000. So, the answer is 7,000. Now, what do we have to do? Now, make 10 more such examples of addition, subtraction and estimation of their outcome. So, let's make some more examples. So, some more examples. So, let's do this. Okay, right. So, we have 298 plus 311. Okay. So, 298, if we round this off, we will round to nearest 100, this will be 300. And 311, if we round this off to nearest 100, this will also be 300. So, this we will get as 600. Now, next is 3927 plus 5980. If we round this off, we will round this off to nearest 1000. So, 3927, if we round this off to nearest 1000, we will have this as 4000, and 5980, that is 5980, if we round this off to nearest 1000, we will have 6000. So, this is 10,000. Okay. Next one is 6,400. Sorry. Next one is 6,450 plus 2,310. Okay. So if we have to round this off to nearest 100. Okay. So now 6,450, if we we have to round this off to nearest 100. Yes. So 6,450, if I am going to round this off to nearest 100, this will be 6,400 plus 2,310. If I am going to round this off to nearest 100, this will be 2,300. Okay. So this is going to be 6,400 plus 2,300. This is going to be 8,700. Or if we round this off to nearest 1,000, for rounding off to nearest 1,000, this will be 6,450 will become actually 6,000 and 2,310 will become 2,000. So this will be 8,000. Okay. Now next is 2,173 plus 1,201. Okay. Now we have to round this. Round this to nearest 1,000. Now 2,173 rounded to nearest 1,000 will give me 2,000, and 1,201 rounded to nearest 1,000 will give me 1,000. So this becomes 3,000. Okay. Next we have 5,432 minus 5,432 minus 2,971. Now rounding this off to nearest 1,000. So 5,432 rounding this off to nearest 1,000, we will get 5,000 minus 2,971. If we round this off to nearest 1,000, we will get 3,000. So this is 5,000 minus 3,000, that is 2,000. Okay. Next is 1,120 minus 1,292. Okay. Now we have to round this off to nearest 1,000. So 1,120 rounded off to nearest 1,000, this will be 1,000. And if we round this also off to nearest 1,000, this will also be 1,000. So this becomes 0. Okay. Now next example is 950 plus 576. Okay. Rounding this off to nearest 100. Now 950 rounding off to nearest 100 gives me 1,000. This is, let me take another example. This is 920, okay, plus 574. Now, 920, rounding this off to nearest 100, this will give me 900, and 574 rounding off to nearest 100 will give me 600. So, this becomes 1,500, okay. Now, next example is 6,400 minus 4,900. Now, rounding this off to nearest 1,000. Now 6,400 rounding off to nearest 1,000 will give me 6,000, and 4,900 rounding off to nearest 1,000 will give me 5,000. So this gives me 1,000. Okay. Now ninth is 3,735 plus 1,300. Now rounding this off to nearest 1,000. So 3,735 rounding off to nearest 1,000 will give me 4,000, and 1,300 rounding off to nearest 1,000 will give me 1,000. So this will be 5,000. Okay. And last is 6,480 minus 4,320. Okay. Now 6,480 rounding off to nearest 1,000 will give me 6,000 minus 4,320 rounding off to nearest 1,000 will give me 4,000. So this is going to be 2,000. So we have basically rounded these off to the nearest hundreds and thousands and estimated the value. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Now we have to give a rough estimate, okay, by rounding off to nearest hundreds, and also a closer estimate by rounding off to nearest tens. Okay. So let's do that. So first we'll round off to nearest 100, and then we'll round off to nearest tens. So first is 439 plus 334 plus 4,317. Okay, so let's do this. So, rounding off to nearest, first of all, I will say rounding off to nearest 100. Okay. So, nearest 100, so 439 will be rounded off to 400, 334 will be rounded off to 300, and 4317 will be rounded off to 4300. So, 400 plus 300 is 700 plus 4300, this gives me 5000. Okay. Now, next is 1,08,734 minus 47,599. Okay. Now, sorry. Now I have to round, in the first question it says, now I have to round off to nearest 10. So, rounding off to nearest 10. So, 439, if I am going to round this off to nearest 10, I will get this as 440. 334, rounding off to nearest 10 is 330, and 4317 rounding off to nearest 10 is 4320. Okay. So, what do I get? 440 plus 330. This is 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. Now, 770 plus 4320. This is 0. 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 plus 3 is 10. So, 0 carry over 1, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So, this is 5090. Okay. Now, next question. Okay. So, next we have, you can see on screen, 1,08,734, 1,08,734 minus 47,599. Okay. Minus 47,599. Okay. So, rounding off to nearest 100. Okay, so let's round this off to nearest 100. So, the first one will be 1,08,700 minus, we round this off to nearest 100, we will get 47,600. Okay. Now, if I am going to subtract this, so 1,08,700 minus 47,600, if I am going to subtract this, 7 minus 6 is 1, okay. 8 minus 7 is also 1, and 10 minus 4 is 6. So, this is 61,100. Now, next is rounding off to nearest 10. Now, let's round off to nearest 10. So, in that case, we will have 1,08,730 minus 47,600. 47 minus 47,600 only. So, if we are going to subtract this, that is, if we are going to subtract 108730 minus 47600, let's do this. So, 0 minus 0 is 0, 3 minus 0 is 3, 7 minus 6 is 1, 8 minus 7 is 1, and 10 minus 4 is 6. So, I get 61,130. Okay, so this is my answer. Okay, now next question is 8325 minus 491. (8325) minus 491. Okay, so I have to round this off to nearest nearest 100 first. So, rounding off to nearest 100. Okay. So, nearest 100, if we round this off, we get 8300 minus 500. Now, 8300 minus 500 is 7800. And rounding off to nearest 10. Okay. So, nearest 10, if I have to round this off, then I will have 8330 minus 500 again. Okay. So, if we subtract 8330 minus, if we have to round this 491 to the nearest 10, what are we going to get? We will get 490 only. So 8330 minus 490. 8330 minus 490. So this gives me 7840. This is 7840. This is my answer. Okay. Now, last question over here is 4,89,348. Okay. So 4,89,348 minus 48,365. 48,365. So rounding off to nearest 100. Let's round off to nearest 100. So what are we going to get? So rounding off to nearest 100, we'll get 4,89,300 minus, this will be 48,400. So we have to subtract this, 489,300 minus 48,400. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay. Now 13 minus 4 is 9. Now this becomes 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. 8 minus 4 is 4 and we get 4. So the answer is 4,40,900. Okay. Next is rounding off to nearest 10. Okay. So for nearest 10 we have 4,89,350 minus 48,370. Okay, now if we subtract this, that is 489,350 minus 48,370. 0 minus 0 is 0. Now 15 minus 7 is 8. Okay, now this becomes 2. Now 12 minus 3 is 9. This becomes 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. 8 minus 4 is 4. And this 4 is 4. So what do we get? We get 4,40,980. So this is a closer approximation. Okay. Now let's deal with 4 more such examples, because it has been asked in the question that make 4 more such examples. So let's deal with some more examples now. We have got some more examples. Okay. So the first example is 4851 plus 661. Okay. Right. 4851 plus 661. So rounding off to nearest 100. Okay. So 4851, if we round this off to nearest 100, we get 4900 plus 661, rounding off to nearest 100 is 700. So 4900 plus 700. So this is equals to 5600. Rounding off to nearest 10. If we have to round this off to nearest 10, then we will get 4850 plus 660. Okay, now we have to add this, 4850 plus 660. 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 6 is 11, so 1 carry over 1, 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 plus 1 is 15, so 5 carry over 1 and 1 plus 4 is 5. So this is equals to 5510. Okay, right. Next example is 776 minus 390. Okay, so rounding off to nearest 100. So 776 rounded off to nearest 100 is 800 and 390 rounded off to nearest 100 is 400. So 800 minus 400 is 400. Now rounding off to nearest 10. So 776 rounded off to nearest 10 is 780 and 390 rounded off to nearest 10 is 390 only. Okay, so 390 rounding off to nearest 100 is nearest 10 is 390 only. So this is 780 minus 390. 0 minus 0 is 0. Now this we'll borrow 1. So 18 minus 9 is 9 and this becomes 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. So the answer is 390. Okay, now moving forward, let's see another example. Another example is 6376 minus 2876. Okay, so rounding off to nearest 100. So 6376 rounding off to nearest 100 is 6400. Okay, and 2876 rounding off to nearest 100 is 2900. So we have got 6400 minus 2900, 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0. Now 14 minus 9 is 5 and 5 minus 2 is 3. So this is 3500. Now rounding off to nearest 10. Okay, so let's round this off to nearest 10. So we have got 6380 minus 2880. Okay, so 6380 minus 2880. 0 minus 0 is 0, 8 minus 8 is 0, 13 minus 8 is 5, and this becomes 5, 5 minus 2 is 3. So this also gives me again 3500. Okay, now last example is 8247 minus 6311. Okay, so rounding off to nearest 100. So we will get 8200 and this we will get 6300. So we have 8200 minus 6300. 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 12 minus 3 is 9, and this becomes 7, 7 minus 6 is 1. So the answer is 1900. Okay, and rounding off to nearest 10. Okay, so rounding off to nearest 10, I have 8250 minus 6310. Okay, so 8250 minus 6310. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 1 is 4. Now this becomes 12 minus 3 is 9, and this becomes 7 minus 6 is 1. So this is 1940. Okay, so this is the answer. Now let's get to the last question of this exercise. Now we have to estimate the following products using general rule. So let's estimate the following products using general rule. So the first one is 578 into 161. So we have to estimate using the general rule. So rounding off by general rule. So let's round this off. Round off by general rule. So if we round this off by general rule, we have 578 and 161 rounded off to 600 and 200 respectively, right? Because we are rounding this off to 100. So we will get 600 into 200, that is 120000. Okay. Now next is 5281 into 3491. So we will round this off to 5281 if we are going to round this off. So rounding off by general rule. Rounding off by general rule. Okay. So basically this is 5281. So if we are going to round this off by general rule, so we will have over here, this becomes 5000, and 3491 will round this off to 100 because it is closer to 100. So this becomes 3500. So this becomes 5000 into 3500. Okay. 35 into 5. So this is 5 into 5 is 25. So 5 carry over 2. 5 into 3 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So this is 175 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 175 and then so many zeros. Okay. Now the last one, second last question is 1291 into 592. Okay. So 1291 into 592. So rounding off by general rule. So 1291, if I'm going to round this off, okay, by general rule, this will be 1300, okay, rounding this off to 100, and 592 rounding off to 100, I'll get 600. So now 13 into 6 is 78, and then 0000. So this is the answer. Okay. Now last is 9250 into 29. So 9250 into 29. Now rounding this off by general rule, if we round this off to 100, so this is basically 9250, this is 1000, so I'm rounding this off to nearest 1000, so this is 9000, and 29 is a 2-digit number, so rounding this off to nearest tens, so I get 30. So 9 into 3 is 27, and then 1, 2, 3 and 4 zeros. So this is my answer. Okay, right. So make four more such examples. So let's make some more examples. Okay, so I have 5783 into 290. Okay, so rounding off by general rule. So I will round this off to 1000. So this becomes 6000, and rounding this off to 100, this becomes 300. So this is 6 into 3 is 18, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 zeros. Okay. Now another example is if I say 42 into 23. So rounding this off by general rule. So what do I get? This I get 40, and this is 20. 2 into 4 is 8 and then 0, 0. So 800. So this was the last question of this exercise. So I hope that you have understood the rounding off by general rule, the rounding off to hundreds, rounding off to tens, and rounding off to nearest thousands. Okay.